everybody. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Carolyn.
And we're Diary of a Family.
We're living life intentionally with you.
Welcome to our weekend live stream.
Hello, D-Fam. Richard M's in the house. You're the first one. Welcome. I bet Bridget's with you as well. Hello to you.
Hello to the Haley family.
Hey, Haley family. Welcome. We are about to have an enjoyable hour with you.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to finding out what's going on with you. We do have a question for our D-Fam. We want to know, what are you grilling this summer? What have you grilled? And give us some ideas for non-meat food that you grill. Because most everybody grills meat.
I'm a meat griller.
Yeah. But we like to find out, oh, you can actually grill that on the barbecue? Yeah. What? That's awesome.
Hello, artsy dude.
Hello. Oh, Bridget is walking the dog, so she'll just have to watch the replay. Timothy is with us today, so we'll share with you why he's here. We have an update. I don't know, Garrett, do you want to geek out on everybody first?
No, we can do that later.
Okay. So we have updates with the kids. They're all growing like weeds. I am not looking forward to wintertime shopping for them because they're going to need all new clothes, every single one of them. Ah, yes, Garrett is sporting his new do. It's been a while since I cut his hair. And
we were thinking it's probably Reno. It was the last time.
Reno was probably the last time he had a haircut.
Yeah, it was probably like Virginia City or something like that. But
anyway, I did a style that I had done on him in previous years with a little cut down to the, all the way down to the skin along his part there.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to do it, but we managed it just fine. Timothy got a haircut too. You want to show your haircut? I'll climb right up there on the step stool.
He specifically requested the puffball haircut.
This is the Charlie Brown.
The Charlie Brown, yeah.
It's the Charlie Brown. Yeah. If it's all spiked up, it looks pretty cool too. It doesn't want to sweep back like I've seen a lot of kids do it.
His hair is very wiry.
Very wiry. But it's a cute little puffball in the front of your face, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What happened to your face, Timmy?
Yeah, what happened to your face? You scratched it, huh?
Or right more importantly, inside his mouth.
Yeah, inside your mouth. What happened this morning? Okay, you're looking at the wrong... There you go. Show everybody you lost some more teeth. Okay, your hand's in the way. Put your hand out. Oh, look at that! He lost another tooth over on this side right there. So he has a big grown-up tooth coming in and gaps on either side.
Yep.
Are you growing up?
But Mommy, can he talk to them now?
So
sure,
Richard
you
M
can
says
say hi.
It looks like a 4-month haircut.
4-month haircut?
Yeah.
Hi, D-Fam.
Hi, D-Fam. Timmy's saying hi.
So I'm gonna tell you how my tooth came out. So
it's a story? I was asleep when this all happened this morning.
So I was in the bathroom and I was tugging my tooth, and then somehow it just came out in my mouth, and then they took it out, and then I just realized it.
I'm glad
and it didn't feel like anything.
I'm glad you didn't swallow it.
Baby Ruth is what Missionary Travel Book says. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Thank you for sharing with us your lost tooth story.
Bye.
Okay.
Whoa.
And when you go out, close the door behind you, okay? Okay.
You would think a 7.2 earthquake just rolled through.
Well, I had Garrett strap the tripod with the camera on it to the desk because it was like shaking back and forth. I'm like, everybody's going to see our camera moving all over the place. Okay, so geek out on everybody right now. Like, does anybody notice the difference, the audio quality?
Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on what they're listening on.
Ah, that's true.
If they're listening on a phone, it might not make that much of a difference. If they're listening on like, let's say, headphones that have really nice audio, then they might notice a little bit of a difference.
I am giving him 5 minutes to geek out on you guys right now, and then I'm going to tell him to take it back to his other show. Yeah, so go ahead.
We have bought and installed a program called Audio Hijacks. Now, what Audio Hijacks does is allows us to put more professional audio filters and processors through the microphone into the... Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Richard. $4.99. Super chat.
Thank
Super
you,
chat.
thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys rock.
All right. So, what this allows us to do, and this is something that's primarily used with podcasters and people that do voiceover work, but this allows you to get a higher quality audio output, or the audio version of our live stream is probably a little bit better. Whether it's distinguishably better or not, it's hard to tell. I couldn't really tell. I ran both without and with, and
Richard says Audio Hijack works great. Been using it for years.
Yeah.
Because you do podcasts.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or I know he does a blog. Richard, you do a blog.
Well,
so
he has to have done audio stuff if he's using Audio Hijack.
Richard, right now, go ahead and put your link to your blog or to whatever you do online in the chat right now.
It won't come up, though.
It won't come up?
Because the hyperlinks.
They won't let him? Ah, darn it. Nursing our travel bug.
Richard M., if you could send us the link to your blog,
we'll link it.
We'll put it into the description so people can go check it out.
I know we've broadcast it when we did our little mini with them.
Yeah.
We did a mini interview with Richard and Bridget. In the summertime?
Yeah.
Early.
So, that being said, we are trying to update and upgrade our audio just a little bit. Do we want to?
No. We have some
reasons why we're doing this, and we're not necessarily ready to jump into that, but
if you're if you're one of those people that you're like, I have to know, you have to tell me, then message us. I don't know if anything will come of it, but we're interested in another line of work that would be great for traveling on the road. Yeah. We
want to do a little bit more traveling and less just staying in one place.
Yes.
So that's kind of what we're interested in right now. So,
I mean, we're only young for so long, right?
Yep. So. But this will also help us when we're making videos and when we're doing... What? Probably someone grilling outside.
I know. I just had to double check. As an RVer, you see smoke, you got to stop and look. Because you don't know. It's probably our neighbor. He's probably out grilling. I saw him moving around.
So for overdubbing and for other work, even on just our normal videos, this will help improve the quality of our videos once we can get it all completely dialed in.
Yes.
It's a pretty cool system. If you're not using Mac, then there are a few other programs you can try
that are easier.
This actually is really simple, but it only is on Mac. So, but if you're using Mac
products,
if you're using Mac, then it's all good.
Nursing Our Travel Bug says, if you like it and think it improves your show, then that's all that matters. That's right.
Yeah.
Anything for the DFAM.
Yep.
I'd stand on my head if it would make the show better.
Well, and that's what we're doing really with like the AdSense and stuff we're making from the channel, is we're putting it back into the channel so that we can provide a better experience for you guys.
So let's update everybody on our camera issues, because we are vloggers without a camera. So
yes.
we haven't purchased our M50 again, the body that we destroyed.
Hello, Kent Peterson.
Hello, Kent. Where are we at with the
GoPro that we broke is
that I broke
is at the factory. They have received it, and because of COVID, things are delayed. So they said they would email me. And they've been pretty good at emailing us when new things are shipping out.
Good.
So probably this week they'll get that shipped out, and then we'll get our GoPro, which has been a lifesaver for us because picture quality on that is really good.
It's fantastic. The audio is still so.
Yeah.
When we sit down to record, we're recording onto his phone through our mic. But...
We still prefer the M50.
We do.
But right now, the hard part is that trying to find the body for an M50, it's probably
tough.
Almost $600.
It's tough.
Just for the body without the.
Might be worth sending in our old body and seeing if they can fix it. But Richard M. been doing blog for years, but have been doing audio and video for years when I was with the university. Now, not so much. Very cool. Well, Garrett knows who to go to if he has any questions on some of the ins and outs of using Audio Hijack. So thank you, Richard.
Yeah.
Awesome. Maybe you should interview him on your other channel.
Possibly.
Or have him give you a submission.
I might do a video on the
Audio Hijacks.
On the Audio Hijacks on the other channel. So
very good.
It's a possibility.
Nursing Our Travel Bug says your upcoming training and something else. Yes, Garrett is still going to his training in October. That's the plan.
Yep.
The other thing we're just thinking about. So we're just playing around with some ideas of ways to bring in finances when we want to just go off and travel and not be stuck at a location.
Yes, Nursing Our Travel Bug. I know we're being a little cryptic.
We are. We don't want to share too much because, we get all these grandiose plans and then COVID hits. Because, we had so many great plans at the beginning of the year and shared a whole lot, and then things have just had to be flexible, so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
Yes, he broke his GoPro, the little back screen, he dropped it on the cement, and it cracked right on the corner.
A piece of cement hit just the right spot, just on the edge of the glass, cracked it.
So it wasn't broke, but, there's glass shards and... Yeah.
I'm sure that all GoPro will do is take off that one glass, put on another glass, and then say it's certified new and resell it.
They'll resell it, yeah.
So, but we signed up for their program that just you pay a fee, you send the old one in, they send the new one back without any questions. So.
Okay, no more geeking out. You're done. If you want to see more of the geek out stuff, you can go and check out Garrett's other channel. Go ahead and tell them about it.
RV Media Creators. I am just getting ready to kind of start it up again. I took a little bit of a break because I had a whole bunch of projects I needed to get done, and I didn't really have a lot of time to do that. No, Osmo does not win that, Bill.
Nursing Our Travel Bug says Osmo wins because it lasted longer. No, it's just clumsy Garrett hands.
Trust me, Bill. If your Osmo fell just the right way, you would also shatter the screen.
All right, so little teaser. We destroyed something else in our RV.
You might have noticed it.
So hang tight, and we'll share that with you. But we've been having lots of fun here in St. Louis, and we're going to share a cute little 6-minute video with you.
6-minute video, yeah.
And then we'll get into the whole disaster stuff. So hang tight.
Enjoy our zoo adventure. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Is it our new audio processor that's stopping our video from...
No, it shouldn't be. I don't...
We had this cute little segment planned for you guys. We went to the zoo. It was a lot of fun. It's going to be a fantastic, revisit. We have... I think it's been hijacked.
No, I had another issue, and I had to get it. It's a long story.
It's probably something we can't fix during the live. Okay, well, we'll have to hang on, and maybe we'll upload it after this directly to the channel. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, cute little 6-minute video that you guys can find on our channel after our live stream. Lot of fun. Are you checking to make sure we have audio for the other one? Because we have another short little...
I'm just checking something out real quick.
Okay. Cool.
So you can.
I can keep
continue
talking to everybody while he's like fooling around over here. We had a lot of fun at the St. Louis Zoo. If you don't know, it is a free attraction in the St. Louis area. Parking was $15. You could park further out and like walk in or ride your bike in or something like that. Not too bad. There is parking. But of course with kids, we always try to find parking close so that we can spend most of our time at the attraction and not getting to it.
Yeah.
There are quite a few little things within the zoo that you have to purchase tickets for, but the rest of everything is free. With the COVID shutdown stuff, there are certain attractions that they're limiting the amount of people who can go in, like into the chimp house, the ape house. They were paying attention to who was going into the herpetarium. Herpetarium. That's for all those of you. It's like snakes and lizards and things like that. Very cool. They had some really big snakes in there. And then you had to sign up and get free tickets to the penguin exhibit, which was really cool. We didn't see it on our first trip in, but Emma and I went back this week and saw them. And
let's try this. We can talk while watching the video, because the video's fine. For some reason, audio didn't export.
Okay, cool. I mean, as long as they'll be able to hear us. The audio didn't.
Yeah, we can still talk. So we will show you what is going on, but you won't actually have any fun music or anything nice. Don't know how it happened. It's really annoying.
Anyway, yeah. Live technical issues. We're living with it, and we go on. The show goes on.
But the visual of what was going on, it was
there.
so awesome.
So beautiful there. No paper maps. You had to kind of figure it out along the way. Yeah. We decided to go ahead and purchase a membership. They have quite a few different options for memberships.
And it pays for itself in 6 visits.
6 visits. So it was $100, and it pays for 6 parking passes, which each one of those is $15. Yep. So already you've paid for it if you go a handful of times. And then it gives you 45 tickets to use to these attractions that cost money. So the train that you saw on there, and the merry-go-round thing. What is that called? It's not merry-go-round.
Carousel.
Carousel. There we go. So the kids got to go on the carousel. Yes, tortuga. Turtles, tortoises. Lots of fun animals. This is inside the herpetarium. Yeah. Lots of animals in there. Lots of snakes and lizards. Some
massive snakes.
Oh, look, there's one of them. Beautiful.
And this was a cobra, and this cobra was just super active.
They are super strong. Like, they can lift 1/3 of their body off of the ground. Those are pretty cool. Pretty cool snakes. The kids enjoy the time. I didn't so much enjoy wearing a mask through a lot of that. I mean, it was hot that day.
And that was a place that the people would come up to you and tell you to put it over your nose.
Yeah. So you couldn't like get away with or down around your chin or something. Richard says you need to set up audio hijack to mix multiple inputs, video, apps, USB, audio, analog. Yep. Okay, well, we'll have to practice before we use it again on a live stream. Sounds like this is inside of the ape house.
Yep.
They had little monkeys there. Later on the other day, Emma and I actually went to go and see some of the big ones in their outdoor areas. So they had gorillas and chimpanzees, and not chimps, orangutans.
Yep.
The big ones. And they were all, you could view them in their outdoor habitat. They had the indoor habitats closed, so you couldn't go inside.
Nice pun. Kent said snakes are cool because they are cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded.
No, you can't get in with the reciprocity pass because it's free.
Yep. The zoo is free. With the COVID shutdown stuff, all the managing, you have to go online and reserve your entry time. So you go on and you say 5 of us are coming in at 10, and then you have to come in during the 10 o'clock hour. It's pretty easy, and actually I signed on, what was it, Tuesday? Yep. Monday or Tuesday. like at 10:15 and was able to get the 10 o'clock hour for MNI. So not too bad. They have a lot of entry tickets.
Normally it's a couple, 2,000-3,000 per hour.
I mean, it's a huge place. So. Oh, hi, Bridget. Bridget was able to get on. You finished walking the dogs. Oh, the zoo is really great. They do have wide open spaces where you can take your mask off, which is what we're doing here.
Yep.
Hanging out. We were chatting about our time. I think we'll still post this video once he gets the audio to work on it. We'll post it on the channel.
The audio, I think, is gone. I'd have to re-edit the whole thing.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
I did something I probably shouldn't have done it that way, and it messed it up.
Oh, well.
So, I made a mistake.
I mean, we're going to get tons of zoo footage, and we're planning to do a whole video
is to do a proper video with the GoPro when we have it on one of our other visits. So, this was our first visit, but not necessarily that it was our only visit here. So, we're going to get a lot more content at the zoo.
Nursing Our Travel Bag says, so actually I could get in with it, or my library card could work too. Yep, any of those cards, because it's free. Oh, thank you, Bridget. Super chat. We'll do a super chat overlay as soon as this video is done. Very cool. Oh, Bridget made a reservation to go to the aquarium on Tuesday. Same sort of setup. Very cool. There is an aquarium in the area.
Yep.
It's newer. I've heard it's $15 for adults, so we're gonna have to save our pennies and go because the kids love aquariums. Yeah.
Bridget, I don't know exactly what you were looking at on your phone, but you can give a lot more if you wanted to. But I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
How that works off of whatever device you're using. So.
Yeah. And we got to see the polar bear, and actually both days, Emma and I found him sleeping out there where they dumped a bunch of ice. He likes to stick his nose in the ice and sleep. Yes, here is the carousel. The kids had a lot of fun, and they actually had an interesting way of cleaning it. So every pole is marked. Every other one is orange. Every other one is green. And the first rides on the green or the orange, whichever one they choose. And then the second set of ride, the second group of people ride on the green ones, and then they take a break. They take out these sprayers and spray everything down with cleaner, and then they run it for a whole ride cycle, and it air dries it, and then they do the process all over again. So they are having to cut down on how many people they can put on the ride, and every third ride nobody's on it. But honestly, with the crowd of people that were out there, they got us through pretty darn quick. So I think we had to wait in line just about as long as we would have had to wait at Disney, or maybe a little shorter.
Yeah. So Kent said, send Garrett a screenshot of the super chat issue.
He can help troubleshoot.
Yes, Bridget, if you want, send us a message and we will see if I can help you with that. Yeah. It's hard to tell, honestly, because I've never had that issue. So
we didn't even know about super chats until last year sometime.
Yeah. It's
fun to give super chats to our friends Kyle Brady from Drivin' and Vibin'. He does live stream music sessions. Although with the shutdown, he hasn't been able to do that.
Yeah, he hasn't done as many.
He's done a few just live streamed for people to watch on his channel, and it's fun to give him super chats.
Yeah. So. Bridget said, "I'm on my iPad. I can just keep repeating."
Give her another super chat. My gosh. Super chat! Oh, Bridget, you're so funny.
There should be a way to change it, but...
Thank you so much. Well, okay. We've gotten through zoo. We had lots of fun with the zoo. If you are ever in the St. Louis area, make sure that you check out Forest Park and the zoo. And, I mean, there's an art museum, and there's a a science museum that you go across the bridge over the highway to the planetarium.
Outdoor theater.
There's an outdoor theater that's closed right now, obviously.
There's probably like almost 10 miles worth of bike trails.
Bike trails,
and hiking trails.
There's cool ponds that you can go and hike around.
And the majority of it is free.
Yes.
The only thing you really have to pay for is parking to get into the zoo. And then you have to just,
Yep, majority is free. There are little attractions like in the art museum. There was one whole, it was a special exhibit.
Like, it was Van Gogh.
Van Gogh's. And you had to pay an entry fee to see that part, but the rest of the museum was
I don't even
free.
know if I would want to take our kids into that room.
Into a Van Gogh with how pricey all of them are. Our children were really good for about 20 minutes, and then we had to leave because they weren't being so good anymore.
Even they would touch the stanchions, and the attendants there would be like, "Don't touch that." I put Timothy Edison on my shoulders just so that he would stop running all over the place, and she was like, "Get him down. He's not supposed to be on your shoulders in here. That's against the rules." I'm like, I have not even seen any rules posted.
Chill, Daddy. Chill. All right. We won't take our children back to art museums until they're a little older and can just look and not touch. How's the weather? How's work? First off, I gotta give this back to everybody because we asked it at the beginning of the feed. What is your summer grilling looking like? What do you love to grill? And what non-meat food item do you like to grill? Because most everybody grills meat. So I want to know, what are those?
I think Richard said that they didn't have a grill.
Right, I know.
So if you don't have a grill, what is something you maybe bake or cook on? Like
for the summertime? Yeah, what's your favorite summertime dish? Yeah. So how's the weather? The weather will segue right well into our disaster. Work is doing well. Work is great. Weekends, we don't have as much support, I feel like, from leadership. And so it's harder for my questions to be answered. And I feel a little more stressed out and don't get my work done as quickly. Because it's only been 3 weeks. I'm on the job 3 weeks. Hella artsy dude. He lives in Springfield, Missouri. During first grade in the early 80s, we used to go to the Springfield Zoo often. I would love to check out the St. Louis Zoo someday. Well, you should go. It's awesome.
It is great.
It's awesome. We've been to a number of zoos, and this one seemed much more spacious and well put together.
I think the only one that might up in a lot of like that one or some of the others would be like the San Diego Zoo.
Have I been to that
we
one?
have not been to the San Diego. I haven't been to San. No,
you know, yeah.
I haven't been to San Diego.
Hi,
Hello,
John Chalker. Welcome to the show.
So I haven't been there, but I'm told that that's one of the really awesome ones. I think that's blowing right in the mic.
Is it blowing right in the mic? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep us cool. We have a little tiny fan. There we go. Yeah. Work is good. I've been able to get out of work at decent times. The first couple of weeks, it just seemed like it was a madhouse, or I had charting left to do, or I couldn't give my report off.
I think yesterday was the first time you actually were done before 8.
Yeah, I was clocking out right at 7:30, but then they closed the bridge, so it took me an hour to get home.
Yeah. Missioner Travel Bug said we grill the meats, have grilled peaches and pineapple.
Ooh.
Bacon wrapped asparagus, too.
Grilled fruit.
I've had their grilled pineapple.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Peaches. We'd have to get some peaches and try it out.
Yeah.
Papa Drew's RV's here.
Hello,
Welcome,
hello.
Drew. Oh, thank you. You're pretty cool yourself, you know.
So Bridget also said that went to the San Diego Zoo in 1985 and rode a camel.
A camel. They had camel rides at the zoo in Washington.
Yeah.
In Tacoma. But of course we never did it. Emma was too little. Anyway, that would be fun. They had camels at this zoo as well, but it didn't look like there was a ride available, so.
Papa Drew's eating salads.
Papa Drew's eating salads. Nice. Actually, I had a salad for lunch too. It was good. You can use your leftover taco meat and make a taco salad. Green salad, crunch up your chips, throw on the meat, cheese, anything that you normally put on a taco, sour cream, salsa, and lime juice, and there you go. You have a delicious.
And the nice thing is,
salad.
because our microwave isn't working, also,
Right.
Taco salads are great because you can just put the meat cold on the salad.
So going back to Bridget's question, how is the weather, and sort of segueing into the microwave being broken? Yes, things on your RV break all the time. We had an interesting experience. What was it? The beginning of the week. Saw storm rolling in, right?
Yeah, we saw it on our radar. It popped up saying about half an hour.
We thought, okay, we could go get a quick dip in the pool and come back, because usually it just starts raining and thunder and lightning, and we can run back to the trailer and be fine.
Yep.
It had been a hot day, so we left our awnings out.
Because we had done video earlier in the day. And
In the shade. Mm-hmm. And we were at the pool, and here comes the storm rolling in, and we're thinking, wow, it's rolling in really fast. Really fast.
And
So we'll get the kids out of the pool, and as we're getting them out, Garrett's like,
that wind is kicking up really fast.
oh crap, the awning. And he runs for the awnings, you guys, to pull them in. And I'm like trying to get the kids all rounded up, and it is blowing so hard, you guys.
I can see my awning from the pool.
Dirt was flying from the flower bed through the fence and into the pool. That's how fast this wind was blowing. Garbage flying everywhere. The kids are like, oh no, is it a tornado? I'm like, no, it's just wind.
Well, here's a little snippet from that day just after it happened.
That wind hit so fast. So we're at the pool. We know the storm's coming. We're thinking it's just a rainstorm, right? I got crap on my face. Oh, I'm covered in dirt. So we see it coming. We realize, okay, we need to get out of the pool now and get back to the trailer. We're only 2 minutes from the trailer. All of a sudden, wind, massive wind. The clouds were rushing over our heads. So Garrett books it back to the trailer. We had the awnings still out. And there you go. We have destroyed one of the arms of our trailer's awnings because he couldn't get him in fast enough. It just ballooned up and bent, and oh my gosh. So I had the kids. I'm trying to rush them back to the trailer. There's dust flying in their eyes and garbage across the parking lot. The lightning hadn't started, but it started now, so that's insane.
Yeah. Nuts.
Almost 2 years living in this rig, and we finally busted an awning. We've been so careful.
It could have been worse. That same
worse.
exact storm that hit us, we were seeing posts from people on the Grand Design forums saying, look what happened to my Transcend. It is 100 yards down the hill on its side. Yeah. No, it wasn't on. That one wasn't on its side.
That one was on its side. A lot of trailers were flipping in. It was Iowa. Iowa got hit so bad, and they're just above.
So it was coming from the north. It was coming southeast from the north, and hit us like a freight train.
Oh, guys, it was so crazy. Adrenaline pumping, and it's funny. I'm not angry or upset or anything like that. It's a major fix that we have to do on our trailer now, but I'm whatever.
We can't drive. We can't go anywhere until we get it fixed. So
because it's sticking out 2.5 feet from the trailer.
Yeah. So Papa Drew said, make a list and we can fix stuff in Quartzsite.
This one we're gonna have to fix before we leave here.
But you know what, Papa Drew? When we make it to Quartzsite, I should be a certified RV tech by then. So I can actually start doing some work for you guys.
Yeah, we're planning to put together a list of the days that we're going to be there and times that he can work, and people can start putting in their time slots and letting him know ahead of time what needs to be fixed, so that if parts need to be gotten, we can grab them if anybody's interested. But not to count our chickens before they hatch, because he has to get through the training first.
Yeah.
Anyway. We are going to get the awning fixed here before we head to Texas. Otherwise, we're going to have to sit still, and I don't want to sit here any longer than we have to, right?
I have some stuff in the works, so.
Well, let's catch up on these,
the chats.
These chats. So, John Chalker made some homemade chicken noodle soup. I love chicken noodles. I love making soup.
Yes.
He doesn't love eating it very much, but
It's more just that it's hot.
yeah. I need to start making like some cold soups, some like gazpacho sort of, and maybe he'll eat it better.
Yeah.
He makes my he eats my shakes really well. We've been doing a lot of shakes this summer with green veggies and an avocado and some frozen fruit, a couple of bananas, some milk, and blending it all up. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, Papa Drew, just chat with us afterwards with like a text message or something, and we'll try and work things out. But I know it's a little bit in the future, but you know that is our current plans. So
yep. Bridget says, great experience for Garrett to change an awning. It's true. Yes, we're safe. Everything was fine. I mean, the awning was it. If it had been in, it would have just been a really interesting afternoon. Other than that, I mean,
it was one of those hindsight things. You just like
why? I'm always like super anal about our awnings. Like, oh, maybe we should pull them in. Oh, you know, we're not using them anymore. We should. Yeah. I don't know what happened. My brain was just like, woo, we're good.
I did try after the fact.
Garrett's getting distracted.
Sorry. I did try to bring the awning back out to see if I could kind of move it around, and that arm isn't moving.
It's bent so badly. So, anyway.
So this is, I mean, and this one was out too.
Yep, and we were able to pull that one back in. I think it was sheltered by the other rig.
Yeah, it was still blowing up and down. We've had wind blow up and down like that before. But this was hit the front end of that, which just caused the whole thing to just, I think, lock out and bend upwards.
Yeah.
And it just...
Well, and that is the awning that we've had a little bit of problems pulling it in. It's been a little tad bent, just a tad, so that it didn't close very well.
Yeah.
For a couple of weeks, but honestly, guys, it's something that can be replaced.
Yeah.
Papa Drew. That's great. We can advertise for you guys. Yep. It'll be awesome. That'll be cool. Kent Peterson says, love making soft tacos when boondocking. It is my favorite. Soft tacos. You guys, it's really great. You can make tacos while you're boondocking because you're just using frying up meat over the flame there. And then you chill it, right? Because the meat can't stay out on the counter. And then you eat taco salad after that because you have no way to heat the meat up again without throwing it back in the pan.
Really and truly, I mean, like
overcooking it.
Our microwave not working has not really been that much of an inconvenience, except for the cook. We use that cook stop the vent
above the stove a lot to keep the smoke from building up inside.
Yeah.
Our fire alarm goes off.
So that's really the only downside of that. And if it's raining and we're trying to cook, we can't open our max air fan. Because the rain is gone, they just make it close right back on again.
Yeah. Love y'all, and I need to buy a new awning. Kent says, yes. Bessie doesn't have a very good awning. Isn't it all manual?
Oh yeah, that's manual.
You guys should...
that about is as manual gets.
Kent says maybe in Mexico. Get the awning in Mexico.
And dental work too.
My wife, so Papa Drew says my wife loves her so much. Drove over 150 miles with our awning not locked at all on the freeway at 70 miles an hour. We got very, very lucky. Wow. That is lucky. It could have ballooned out. Yeah.
Kent.
Oh.
I have news on Mexico.
Cool. Papa Drew. Wow. You'll have to share.
Yep.
How to garden. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. We've been talking about crazy storm we had here in Missouri. And we went to the zoo in St. Louis. If you are ever in the area, you need to check it out. It's free. Most of it is free.
Most of it, yeah.
I want some taco salad. Well, Garrett gave me a taco salad after I got back from work yesterday, and it didn't have any chips in it. The
kids ate all the chips.
So no crunchies in it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you guys, where are we at? Okay, here we go. we have a couple of things to talk about before we end here. But keep telling us about what you like to grill for the summer, what you like to make. Yep. Garrett and I have been featured on Atlas Medstaff's YouTube channel a couple of times. That is the company that I work for. So we have done a video with them on homeschooling, because that's a big thing. A lot of people going back to school, but doing it remotely and wondering if they actually have to do it with the school system, because it's really hard to follow a school system schedule when you're at home with your kiddos. So how to homeschool, and then another one about just focusing on DFAM, Diary of a Family, and why we started the channel, and what our goals are. So those
kind
are
of our origin story.
Yeah. Anyway, if you'd like to check out those videos, Garrett's put those in the description below, so you can check those out after the feed.
John Chalker said that Less Junk More Journey lost their awning the same way, so it happened to them. So it can happen to anybody.
It can.
Well, and any awning itself, no matter how strong it is, can't withstand.
The wind
there's
force.
A threshold.
Yeah, there is a threshold.
It won't stand, and it will just. It'll either tip your trailer over. Or it will break away.
What they need to create, just like they have those cool little the rain sensing covers, right? They need to have a wind sensing or weight sensing awning, and it'll just start rolling itself up.
Yeah.
If it's feeling like the wind is getting too strong. I don't know that would have saved our awning because of how fast the wind came in this time. It was
super fast, but it could have been halfway in by time.
Right, which might have saved it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know who was it that just lost their awning to rain? Do you remember who it was?
Was it
Chris
Giffords?
Yeah, it was Giffords on the go. They were out at a restaurant, and a torrential downpour put so much weight on their awning that it bent it. So in that case, enough water starts building up, it would just roll itself in, and you would never have that happen because I don't think it could pour quickly enough.
Yeah. Kent said that many do have the auto setting.
Cool.
But you're probably paying
big bucks.
$500,000 on a Tiffin or something like that.
That's big bucks.
They do have. Richard M says they do have wind sensors for awnings, but they usually don't work very well.
Oh.
Well, I mean, most of the awnings they don't roll in very fast.
Roll in fast at all.
So
it's not like a zip out and zip in. So
like hydraulic levelers. They retract at 15 miles an hour.
Nursing our travel bug, Mama comes first in our house when we make our plates. Yes, well, Garrett tends to just feed the kids and put them to bed, and then I get what I get.
Well, that's when you're getting home. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know about nursing our travel bug, but our kids are going to bed by the time she gets home, and so it's not like we can stay up late and wait for Mommy to get home for dinner, because those kids would be tearing the entire trailer apart.
Totally.
Without food.
Totally. Richard says they retract at 15 miles per hour. Yeah, this one hit so fast.
And it was 60, 70 miles.
It was like no wind.
And then just
nuts. And then crazy wind.
You could almost hear it rolling in. It was just like, wait a minute, what? No. Our awnings.
Hello, Artsy Dude. I haven't grilled very much in my life, but I have recently been cooking with cast iron on a fire pit. Your dad likes to do that with the
Dutch ovens.
The Dutch ovens.
Yeah, my dad's a Dutch oven cooker when he camps.
Yeah, for sure. It's just too heavy. You can't take that stuff with you while you're in an RV.
Yeah.
Dutch ovens are so heavy. Papa Drew's RV says, I tie off the awning to the big propane barbecue bottles, but as soon as I see it lift up, I put in the awning. Yeah.
Well, I know the awning that Papa Drew has, it's that straight arm awnings like what Bessie has. Mm-hmm. The type of awnings we have, I think it would have made it worse to try to have it tied off.
Yeah.
Because of how our awnings flex in and out, it would have probably just made it worse.
Yeah. Richard says, I usually stake out the awning. Our wind sensor doesn't work. Oh. Sorry, your expensive rig and it doesn't work. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The Blackstone is best for RVing, Papa Drew.
We love Blackstone.
ours. Yes. I hear tell Kent and Lisa have a Blackstone that they'll get as soon as they get to the States. It's been given to them, so I can't wait for them to have that.
I'm gonna send a letter to President Trump and asking them to open up Canada before January.
Please open
so
up
they can
Canada.
Come down to visit us.
Yes, please.
And come down to courtside.
All right, as we finish up here our last 15 minutes, this is really great conversation. Anybody else had something destroyed by the weather or by like some freak accident or something like that? Did you want to tell about the water incident over here? Did you already talk about it?
Well, it has circled quite a bit around on the RV, but I'll tell the story here for those that aren't a part of some of the different RV blogs and RV Facebook groups that we're a part of. But the 2019, 2020 probably, what is it? I don't know. Brand new rig. I mean, it has hydraulic leveling system, all the kind of stuff that we would be like, I want that. Is basically totaled.
He pulled in next to us.
He pulled in next to us. He got set up. He dumped his tanks, and he was working on dumping his tanks.
Flushing out the black
tanks, and then he left. He thought, I'm done with the black tanks. I'm just going to leave. He forgot one little detail, and that was the water going into his black water tank. So the flush, you need to turn it off.
He didn't turn it off. And so, or maybe he even didn't realize that there was a vent that goes up out of your black tank. It would pressurize his tank anyway.
But it would pressurize his tank.
Don't leave your water on.
Yeah.
So it went up.
So it went up the vent. The black water. I mean, it was a clean tank. There was no poop in there, but it's still a black water tank, so that smell is always in there. And so it went up the tank, up the vent, onto the roof, over the roof, out, and it was just a waterfall of poo water going all over the place in the RV park. I mean, it had been going so long that it was almost onto the road. It was coming over into our site.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there, and Emma and the kids were like,
what's going on?
What's going on? I look over there, I'm like, that's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water.
So I go and we let our other neighbor, I was like, hey, there's something weird going on over here. And so he went over and he's like, yeah. I'm like, can you call the manager and tell her what's going on? And so they can call this person and have them come out.
You got the water shut off.
Yep. And so he went over and he turned off the water. I was trying to keep the kids out of that water.
Poop mess.
Yeah. And they called him up. They said, and the guy was like, I'm on the other side of town. I'm like, well, your trailer is flooding with poop water.
I mean, assuming that it was just going down the sides, right?
Yeah. But so he came back while we were done swimming, and he was inside. He opened it up, and there was water pouring through every vent and every light fixture in the rig. So, a little bit of backstory, he actually had the entire roof replaced under warranty because there was leaks in it. Well, whoever fixed his roof and fixed the leak didn't fix the leak or didn't seal up the brand new roof on his roof properly. So, all of that poo water that should have just gone into the roof on the outside,
and so he can just get the rig bathed on the outside. Exactly. It was on the inside of the rig, guys, all through the insulation, everywhere.
He has come and gone just a few times, but I think he's probably staying at a hotel right now. He does not want like that, and that's the problem because if you get that amount of water into the insulation, you can't dry it out, which means it's going to be moldy and it's going to rot, and you're going to. Yeah. That trailer is going to be totaled.
Yeah.
Brand new rig. Someone's going to have to tear the entire roof off and redo all the insulation in there just to do it. So it might not even be worth it. I was like, maybe they can just give us their hydraulic system when they're done with it. 'Cause, I would like that.
Yes, we need to get the Canadian border open so that you guys can get down here, Kent. by Christmas. That would be awesome, or at least January for Quartzsite. Yes. Let's see. Oh, Papa Drew's talking about whatever you do, do not fly into Las Vegas and rent an RV to circumvent the border closing. Don't do that, my Canadian friends.
Okay.
Was something bad? Did something bad happen? Can we not do that?
Honestly, if they flew down to Quartzsite, and because that's the only way they could do it, I'll drive out and I'll pick you guys up at the airport, and you guys can stay in our room and we'll sleep on our couch.
Yes, we'll have everything fitted up so that we can have guests. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and that's a different type of chocolate fountain. Ew.
Well, the nice thing was it was clean. It was clear water because there wasn't really much poo, like really thick poo anywhere. But the fact that it was,
it's smelly. It was nasty.
Yeah.
Yes, Mom. Denise is on. She says that sounds like a horror movie. Yes, something that we are like so happy that it has.
And
not
that happened
to
like
us.
the day or two before our awning. So we're like, oh man, that's terrible. And then all of a sudden, now we had something terrible.
Our awning is nothing compared to that. Anyway.
Yeah.
John Chalker says, maybe we should see if our manufacturer will let us do a video about changing the awning. Yeah.
We could ask.
We have to get parts first, and I'm like, we need to like be looking at it, finding parts ASAP, because if it takes a month for the parts to get here, we're actually running short on time, guys. We've been here a month, so we only have 2 more months, and so we need to get going on it and get it fixed.
I'm working on it.
Yep. John Chucker says, I like to do my grilling on my front porch. And you're going to be doing some tomorrow. Awesome. To do grilled chicken. Yummy. Yes, I've got chicken in the oven right now because when we're live streaming, we can't be grilling at the same time. Well, we could, but so we do our live stream, then we have our dinner already ready. Mm-hmm. Instant Pot is great for that because you can program it to start at a certain time, delay it, and get it have food ready to go. And then usually the kids are like, we gotta get out of the house, so we'll go and swim for an hour or so before bedtime. But it's been very nice to have the pool, be able to get out with the kids, because it's quite hot here during the day. We can't just go and play outside. So well, guys, we're getting close to that time. We have a call to action for you guys. Last week, Garrett played our interview with Anna Peterson. Mm-hmm. Kent and Lisa's daughter is heading to Africa here pretty soon, like in 2 weeks. The beginning of September-ish. She has a YouTube channel called Grace Artistry. Mm-hmm. Garrett has a link for you in the description below. Check it out. Subscribe at least. She has some amazing talent and is planning to use that channel to communicate with those of us back here at home of what she's going to be doing in Africa with the students that she's going to be teaching. She's teaching art. And we also have a link to Anna's fundraising page. So if you at all have a little bit of cash laying around and want to donate, you have that ability to do that. You can do monthly or you can do a one-time donation. Make a donation if possible. So
Richard M. says the pools are still closed here in Oregon.
I know.
We are actually in phase 4 in the St. Louis area. And pretty much pools are open. Most of the restaurants are open, just limited capacity and all that. So, anyways.
Well, at least in this area that we're at. St. Louis proper seems to be kind of backtracking a little bit. I heard rumors of restaurants having to pull back on the 50% and going back to 25%. And I heard a rumor yesterday at the hospital that they might have to back off on how many surgeries that they are doing. Because, I mean, we've been full bore. As many surgeries as are scheduled, we do. And it's a full house with, occupation. Like, basically every bed.
They're doing precautions. In that mm-hmm. unit. I mean, you're being screened for COVID when you get in. You're getting tested. People that are coming in the hospital are being tested for symptoms. And they are allowing visitors still. That hasn't been backed off, but it's 1 visitor per patient per day
and you can't switch out people throughout the day, and there's only limited visiting hours from noon to 8, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's been quite interesting, kind of being at a hospital during this time. So I haven't been floated to a COVID unit yet, guys, but it might happen. I hear they have quite a few COVID beds,
but the hospital you're working at is probably one of the biggest hospitals we've ever been at, so it is really big.
Well, Papa Drew says Cali sucks. Don't come here. The state is nuts.
Yeah,
I think the whole West Coast. It's beautiful, but don't move there. Don't go there till COVID's over. Everything's crazy.
Yeah, we won't turn this into a political show.
No more no more. Well, everybody's having to live with COVID, so
yeah.
It's just one of those things. If you don't like what's going on, try to stay out of the news, and try to stay out of the stores as much as possible, and kind of find your way around the crazy nutsy part and stay as sane as possible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Kent says nuts. Yes, nuts and fruits are plentiful in California.
Literally and figuratively.
Literally and figuratively. Yes.
All right, well, we're going to be praying for open borders here soon because, gosh darn it, we want our Canadian friends to come see us this winter. Bridget says, hey, Oregon is good. No pool, but we feel quite safe. Good. I'm glad. That's what counts.
I think if you're more in the rural areas, if you're not in the big cities, it's really not that bad. And I mean, we're far enough out
Less
of the
population.
city that we, the hotel the RV park we're at is pretty good on their rules. They're not like, walking around being like, you're not wearing a mask in public, out in walking, you need to wear a mask. They are very level-headed on that kind of stuff. So
Bill says, Natasha's hospital, they don't test a patient until they go to transfer them out of the hospital to another facility. That makes sense. That's how Reno was doing it. Unless you had symptoms, they test you right away if you had symptoms. But here it's like you can't go to surgery until you have a negative COVID test. One of them did slip by recently, and so it's just reminding people. They just reminded us, hey, if you get a patient from PACU that they don't have it resulted on their chart yet, you don't know, then you should at least be wearing a face shield and to protect yourself from whatever they might have. But most patients are coming in for scheduled surgeries, and they're being screened ahead of time. Hey, do you have a new cough, new or worsening cough? Do you have a fever? And they're being run through that. And anybody who has any couple of symptoms, I think they're probably rescheduling them. So
Nurse No Travel also said then they come back positive and try to figure out who they came in contact with.
I know, but if you haven't been in contact with them if you've been in contact with them only for less than 10 minutes, you haven't been exposed. So
what's weird is they make all this stuff,
and these then you're like, rules and regulations,
masks and distancing and stuff in all the stores, and then you hear like what they say, how it transmits, and it's like prolonged communications within so many feet. So I mean, me passing by someone without a mask on in the store, the chances are extremely slim that if I even have it, that it would be transmitted across.
And don't worry, if we get symptoms and we act like, and we are gonna, like, we feel sick, we're not going out in public. So, I mean, that's just crazy nuts.
Well, and we've never, I mean, besides like some headaches and some allergy stuff.
It's allergy stuff.
We haven't had really any of the symptoms ourselves. Yeah. So we haven't even gotten it ourselves as a family.
Yeah, we've been very healthy this year. It's pretty funny. Other than the allergies I've been dealing with since Reno was not kind to me. It was not kind.
That high desert.
Kent Peterson says, yes, please. Global warming isn't enough to winter in Alberta yet. I know. I hear ya. It's going to be a cold winter for you. Get as close to the border as you can, and then as soon as they open it, come across.
Well, do you remember Kent said his brother lives like 10 minutes from the border, so.
Yep. All right. Well, yes, the crazy nursing. That is why we stay away from the hospital right now. Yep. I do my best to wash and shower and protect everybody, that if I've ever come in contact with somebody, that I'm not spreading it everywhere. So hospital and hospice sound very similar, like the names themselves,
they're a little
like
different on their
what's
functions,
happening. Because we can care for hospice patients in the hospital. But
a lot of hospice patients will go home.
And have home health hospice care for them during their last days. So, Papa Drew's nervous about the kids going back to school. Yeah, I know, but I feel like at some point we have to go back to normal life somehow. I think a lot of parents are having that hard decision. Am I sending my kids into the school environment, the classroom environment, or can I work around them doing all their schooling from home? And that's a tough situation to be in as a parent, but hopefully
we've done a couple videos on homeschooling, and one of the videos that we have linked in our description
is about
homeschooling. So,
and I was watching a video from Kristen Farnsworth, and she had also interviewed with Atlas, and a good point. Even if this whole year is all crap and the child doesn't learn very much at all or nothing at all, their brains are so plastic that they'll pick it up again. They're not going to fall behind. They're going to graduate.
It's not like irreparable learning impairment because they missed a year or missed 6 months.
There are children who are sick for months on end, and their schooling does fall by the wayside while they're so sick, but then when they recover they can catch up. So I'm not horribly worried about our youth in the nation, other than them dealing with depression and suicide from not having normal interactions with their friends. So well, yes. Who was that masked man in Who was that masked man, Tonto? That's awesome. Well, guys, again, thank you for joining us. We have fun chatting with you every single weekend. I am working a couple of Saturdays here and there throughout the next month or so. So I will make it to as many as I can. Otherwise, you have this great guy. Again, check out Grace Artistry on YouTube and check out Anna's fundraising page. Those links are in the description below.
And we've started a series, if you caught our video on Wednesday, where we're starting to answer questions, and especially questions we had going full time. And so the next couple of weeks, we're having a series of videos coming out talking about different aspects of going full time with a family. So make sure to stick with us. Join us on Wednesday when we have our videos come out. And we have special guests joining us and just a lot of fun. So make sure to join us. And if you have any questions about going full-time and you aren't full-time, I know there's a lot of us in this chat that are full-time. But for those of you that aren't, this is definitely something that could hopefully answer some questions you guys might have regarding full-timing. So.
Yes. Bye, Bill. I see you saying goodbye. He says later, dudes.
Yeah, later.
Later, dudes.
All right, well, let's go ahead and kick it off and sign off so you guys can get to your dinners and family.
Thank you, Bridget. We love you guys, too. We have to get back together again. I know you guys are still in Oregon, but cannot wait to see you again. And we should have you on another live stream.
Yeah, it'd be fun. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always,
live life intentionally. Bye, D-Fam.
Bye, everybody.